to be read. So it is currently 2015 and my goal for this year is to read 50 books. That's right. So I have never read 50 books in a year, but this year I'm going to try that. So I was averaging almost a book a week, but I can give myself 2 weeks of, leeway, free time. But I'm going to try to accomplish this task this year. So starting with this month, I will try to read the following books. So I technically have read The City of Bones. I just finished it today, being January 3rd. So I don't know if I'm going to count that as a book that I read this year, but I pretty much just marathoned 3/4 of it in the last 3 days. So I'm going to technically count it as a book that I did read this month. But then that leads us into my second book that I'm going to be reading this month, which is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. So this is the second book in the Mortal Instruments series, and I was very much aggravated and excited about the first book, The City of Bones, and I just really want to see what happens next, because I just felt so many emotions, so much frustration mostly with the ending of that book. So I want to see what happens when we continue on with the following book, The City of Ashes. And then with that, I'm going to complete the trilogy with The City of Glass, which is the third book in the series. So hopefully I'll be able to get my fill of all my shadow hunters and everything, and finally get on this bandwagon that has been so long for me to get on for. And then probably I'm going to continue on with it afterwards. But before that, I'm going to take a break from the fantasy YA scene, and I'm going to be reading 2 classics if I have time for them, because one of them at least is pretty big. The first one, which is pretty decent size, I don't have with me at the moment. It's in my room at the university, so I'm going to just put a picture of it right here. It is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, and it is a psychological thriller. I started reading the first 100 pages or so, and it was very, very good, but I never got around to finishing it, and I've been meaning to finish it for a while now, and I just want to be able to get on that. My other goal is to read at least 10 classics in those 50 books, so that will count as my first one for the year. And then the second book I'm going to be reading is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. And this is a fantastic story. It takes place during the American Civil War, and it is very classic. It's very fantastic. I love the movie. I've seen it multiple times, and now I just thought it'd be finally good for me to read the book. And it is a very cumbersome number of pages, so hopefully that won't deter me from reading the whole thing, but I'm going to try this as much as I can while also getting back into the rhythm of school after Christmas break. So yeah, those 4 books, and then 5, I guess if you count City of Bones, which I already read, those books are the ones I'm going to be trying to finish reading for January. So let me know what you guys are reading, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Happy New Year, everyone, and good luck with reading. Bye now.